Hey friends, in this video I want to talk about the day that I spent with my mom at the beach. Actually, I'm not a fan of the beach, but this time there was an activity of kites that were being flown right there, and I wanted to go with her for, to have some fun, for her to know the place. She had already visited that place, that port, which is called Progreso, but the place is constantly changing, because it is a touristic place. So this time, I told her my plan of going on Sunday, but she told me that was she going to be busy on that day because she had a meeting. So I didn't make any other plans. So on Sunday, she told me that her meeting had already finished and that she was willing to go to the beach if I was still available. I told her that I was, and I headed for the mall where she was because it was on the way to the port. When I arrived, we waited for the bus because it passed by just in front of that mall. I was getting a bit desperate because there had passed by two buses that didn't stop. And I was like, what the heck? I was about to ask for a taxi or something to go. But fortunately, after that, a bus stopped and we headed for the beach. So yeah, it lasted about 35 minutes or something. And when we arrived at the port, we headed for the beach, but we started walking on the right when we had to walk on the left. We walked all the way on the opposite side, and we realized right when we were at the end of the path, and we had to walk back with the sun in front of us. It was noon and the sun was really hard. It was excruciating. She told me we should have asked where it was, the place of the kites. And I was like, yes, but we didn't. So we had to walk all the way back with the sun, under the sun. And we found a place where the kites were being flown. And, I thought that it was like a very simple thing. Like, you can't see them like every day, or every weekend. It was something so simple that I was impressed that we did all the way, the trip from Merida to Progreso and all that walking under the sun just to see those freaking kites flying. Okay, they were beautiful, they were colorful, and there were many people there. I was like, damn, how simple is being happy, most of all because I was with my mom and people go with their friends and family. So my mom was tired of having walked uh, all that time under the sun. She was resting under a palm, saving herself from the sun. And I got closer to those kites to take some videos. I just wanted to have the proof that after that we made the trip and did all that walk under the sun, well, that it was worthy that we did all of that. So yeah, we took some videos, and after that I came back with my mom to have our lunch, because that was the main reason that I wanted to go to the beach, because I like seafood as well as my mom. So there are a lot of restaurants right at the pier, in front of the beach, and most of them are very expensive because, as I told you, it's a touristic place. So I didn't take that much time trying to decide what restaurant we should go to have our lunch, and I choose almost the first one that I saw. It was a bad decision, but I didn't know it. Basically, the service wasn't that good, was bad. The restrooms were a mess. the food wasn't that good. It was tasteless virtually. And I was like, God damn it. Whatever. I paid and we headed for the bus station again to come back to Merida. When we arrived at downtown, I walked my mom to her bus stop to take her bus to go to her house. And that's it. As I told you, I tried to grasp the opportunity to spend some time with her because for a very long time we were away from each other uh, when I moved to live in the city. So she's new in the city. She just moved this year. And yes, I try to see her more often. So yeah, those simple things can make a huge difference when it comes to spend some time with her. It is worthy for me. So yes, that's pretty much what happened. I hope that you enjoyed my experience. I got some tan. Maybe you can see it here. Here you can see. But yeah, it's okay. That's it, friends. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.